Cap rate is short for market capitalization rate, and you hear it thrown around all over the place. It's basically a term that's used to evaluate different businesses, in our case, multifamily or income properties across different geographic markets. But it's kind of got a dual meaning. The first thing it means, literally, is how much money you would make on your money if you bought an investment with cash. So if it's a 5% cap rate, and I bought a property with $1 million, I would make 5% on that $1 million. But it's kind of got a second hidden meaning, which is how desirable is that property? Because a good investment in Coronado in San Diego could be a 2.5% cap rate, and a similarly good investment in Memphis, Tennessee could be an 8% cap rate. And so our minds automatically want to say, well, 8 is higher than 2.5. Why wouldn't I just take the 8%? And it is. You would make more cash on your cash in Memphis. That's what that market is saying. But it's also saying Coronado is far more desirable than Memphis if people are willing to only accept 2.5% on their money. I mean, you can make double that in a high yield savings account right now. So why would somebody be willing to only accept 2.5% on their money in Coronado? It's saying that it's extremely, extremely desirable for the appreciation, for the depreciation, and for the stability when markets do pull back and when we have recessions. People feel extremely confident about their money in those markets, so confident they're willing to accept half as much as you would take in just a high yield savings account right now to put their money in those low cap rate markets. So if you're saying you want a low cap rate, it's not just saying you're willing to accept less money on your money in that market. It's also saying that you want more desirable properties because they're more stable, they appreciate more, and you get more depreciation. I think another interesting thing about cap rates and cap rate shopping is people use cap rates really, really extensively to value their property. So you're saying, oh, this trades at a 4 cap, this trades at a 5 cap, this trades at a 6 cap. But when you start working with big numbers, a half of a percentage on the cap rate is going to change the valuation of that property quite a bit. So it's really important to know your micro-geographic cap rate for that asset class in that zip code and how that's trading, not just like the cap rate of San Diego writ large, because a 2.5 cap is available in San Diego, as is a 6 cap. And when you start thinking about a property that produces, say, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 of revenue a year, and you start valuing it based on cap rate, that's going to result in a $4 million difference in valuation between those two cap rates. So it's really important to know why and how people would pay a certain cap rate for a certain asset in order to give yourself an accurate valuation of your property.